pretty sure I asked him, and I feel like he said no. It's just one of those things. It's like Mad Max. Like, I missed my mark to see them when they were out and when they were popular, and I just don't like. I didn't feel anything for them really when they came out, so I haven't had a real. I shouldn't say I haven't had a reason to go see them since, because anybody will be like, "This is a reason, go do it, whatever." And like, I just don't feel enticed to go watch it. Like, there's nothing bringing me to it, kind of thing. Um, but there's a few shows and stuff out there that are like that, where I just kind of I've seen them. They've been out for ages. I know that June 2 came out recently. Speaking of, Trantha, Grim, Mirthless, and I were kind of like having a joke a few weeks back about the June 2 popcorn buckets. So I don't know if I sent you that, Shadow. But yeah, there's a really like what the fuck TikTok video of it. It's funny as they're now being considered the same level of heart and passion put into them as Lord of the Rings movies. That's fair. It's just I don't know. Oh yes, the infamous popcorn. Yeah, at least you know about the popcorn bucket. I don't have to explain anything. Great. Yeah, no, I just there's certain movies that immediately just I want to go see it, right? And there's some movies where I just kind of never kind of got there with it. It's really weird. I'm very fucking particular, especially about movies like, like the Matrix movies. The last Matrix movie came out a few years ago, or like a year ago or whatever, and we had a chance to go see it. Nick really wanted to see it, and for some reason, I just didn't feel like it. I kind of felt like the first Matrix was kind of good enough. I know I'm going to start a fucking argument here, but I honestly felt like the first Matrix was good enough. And after that, like the second Matrix, okay, whatever. Like, I just kind of stopped paying attention after that kind of thing. So I just don't really have that much of a drive to go and watch like the last one. I want the bucket. There's a lot of people that want that bucket, Triantha. I'm sure you could find one in the trash if you look. This is the first Matrix was enough for me too. Yeah. I have exactly the same opinion on this. I really feel like it might just be like, no, not ripping on you, Methless. It's like a fuddy-duddy kind of opinion of people that are like, I don't know, were there for the originals and stuff. Kind of like how like I was just never into Mad Max. I think Mad Max might have come out when I was maybe a little bit too young, and by the time I was old enough to watch it, I didn't really want to watch it. Like, it was something my parents watched, and it just didn't interest me, kind of thing. The same kind of goes for the other stuff. Like, I just haven't gotten into it. I haven't had like a need or a want to do it. Oh, good. Tofu's actually roping up a few at a time. And Max missed me as well. Yeah. And I think the hardest part with that is that like a lot of people don't generally kind of automatically click with understanding why, kind of thing. It's like, well, if you were little and your parents were watching this show and then you became old enough to watch the show, like it's been out like probably 5-10 years, well, probably at least 10-15 years by that point. Do you really even want to watch a show at that point, kind of thing? Like, I don't know. It's just, yeah, wrong time for it, kind of thing, wrong age for it. There's a lot of things that were like that when I was growing up. Is I was just like, Shrek is one where a lot of people don't understand why I'm not so deeply committed to Shrek. I was a little bit too old for it when it came out, and because I was already working by the time I was 14, I was basically like an adult in a like teenager's body. So it kind of, to me as a kid that was basically acting as adult, felt very childish and kind of, like a kiddies movie. When you're in that age group, you fucking understand what I'm talking about. Obviously, when you're older, you're like, oh no, it was cultural all for family and stuff. It's like, no, honestly, when you're a teenager and you just past that, I'm a little kid and I'm a teenager, I'm a fucking adult now. It's like, oh Jesus, no, I can't sit down and watch that with the babies, kind of thing, you know. Whereas the kids that were the right age for it, it became massive for them. It's basically like Disney movies for us when we were all little kids. Obviously, not everybody is exposed to Disney, but I'm just saying there's a whole bunch of stuff like fucking hands up who remembers The Fox and the Hound and cannot watch the movie without fucking crying. Because I'm one of those people. I'll go watch it to have a fucking cry because I love the movie so much, right? And I know I watched that so much when I was a kid. My mum was seriously fucking concerned. She's like, "You've rented this twice back to back." And I'm like, "I'll fucking do it again." Like, nothing was stopping me. It was such a fucking overwhelming emotional movie and stuff. But at the same time, it was the right kind of movie, right kind of age group kind of thing. Because that first Matrix was about something, the rest were mostly riding on the fame. Yeah, there's a lot of movies on that too. And Mad Max missed me as well. I was wary of June myself. It was called A Movie Nobody Can Do Right. The two earlier attempts and they were poor, but after seeing part 2, I love them. Now for a movie I definitely want to watch, Deadpool and Wolverine. Give me a second to have some water. I don't know why it's taking so fucking long to load in. This is one of the few times I've seen it do this. Very, very rare because you guys get to see how long it normally takes me to load in, and this is fucking interesting. I'm normally already in, and I know it's all good because I'm still able to speak. There we go. All right, so Gabrielle, if you can move back. See, I'm pretty sure I've seen Deadpool, and I'm pretty sure I've seen Wolverine. And again, they're just not movies that particularly I get into. I know Nick likes both of them. Again, they're both not really my thing. I've seen some of the various X-Men stuff. I've seen some of the, I don't even know if it's right, but various what do you call it, DC, Marvel bits and pieces, this and that, crossover, remakes, do it again, fucking do it better the next time, kind of all sorts of movies. And yeah, I don't know. It just never caught me. I've read the fucking comics. I was one of the kids that actually read the fucking comics for these movies. Maybe that's what half the problem is I have an idea in my head of a world that made a lot more sense or was much better with my imagination as a child and understanding and stuff, creativity and whatnot. And then to have to watch it made by, a certain age group of, I don't know, are they directors, management people? I don't fucking know. Whoever the fuck makes movies and shit, right? And to watch what they have wanted and believed and interpret the story as and stuff, which also is another massive thing as well, because obviously I've grown up little girl to adult woman, whatever. These people have grown up probably male to adult man. We have a very different perspective on the story from the very fundamental beginning of the deviation of growing up. So how I've interpreted it, the movies and books and stuff like that, is very different kind of thing. I think that's also part of what I don't enjoy about it. I'm not saying that it's just not made for me to enjoy or whatever. I'm just saying that wow, everything's on fire. Little me would have seen the story differently, or I guess self-inserted into the story differently, which is fair. I can't really imagine where I would have put myself in the story. What we've got for fortune thing, it's expired. But yeah, depending on the cartoon, depending on the series, if I can relate to it, I can. I can't. I don't really get deeply connected with it. I may struggle with the broken map. The books were better. The comics were fucking great. I also think that the comics also made for great storyboards of you could literally just take the comic, storyboard it, and make a fucking movie from that and have a great movie. That's the thing that I never fully understood, is I get that when you're making a movie, you have to make it more interesting and there's certain parts where you have to cut out or add in and stuff like that. I get that, but holy fuck, I do think that they probably could have left a lot more of what already existed in, because they had a fucking existing storyboard in the comics. That's something I guess I've never understood it, because obviously I don't do any of that kind of stuff, but still, I do feel like they have that kind of almost handed to them. But I guess also the other thing too is they don't all want to do the same movie back to back. Everybody wants to kind of their own spin on it. Everybody kind of like, oh yeah, everybody kind of like wants their own like run at how they interpreted the story. Can I get you to get down here and just... Yeah, I don't want to unload them. I'm trying to find one fucking person in the space who can bring the animals up. I guess anybody with animals would be great. You could do 5. So if I could just get... I don't know why it won't let me click on some of them. I don't fucking know if the animals are having an issue, but I'll tell you what, if they keep having an issue, I'll just slaughter them. I also don't know if manatee can walk. I'm not entirely sure about that. You don't have animals. Pretty sure you've got it on 2. What about Brick? Get it on 5. I'm trying to get these fucking animals out of here before they like roam off. Who have we got? We got a trader here. Oh, cool. All right, hold on. Got Pickles. Trying that there's Pickles on screen. Just letting you know. I can incite the terror of 1,000 raccoons that way. See, social. Yeah, you got high enough social and you're awake. Then you down. Where is this War Revenge? And that'll be fine. We got 2 people on it. That'll be mostly fine. I've also got animal starvation, probably at the new location because I don't have a fence built yet. I can just check on that. I know you're hungry here. Well, that's marginally your problem. It's fine. All right. They're supposed to come back down and grab all the rest of the animals. I don't know how many they can grab at a time, but we'll see. There's a couple in here that aren't marked up to take up. The problem is I've got to wait for these bastards to get all the way up in here with the animals. This Tofu's in here. I'll get him to turn around and go back out. This is not where I want them to have their animals, but it's the only place I can think of to put them at the moment. That kind of gets them out of the way. You are coming back down for a whole bunch of them. So, I don't know, I kind of want to get the ones that are closest to the door. Did you have to do that with the door open? I'll tell you what, let's go back down here and say, clear your prioritize. You can rope that one and this one. These ones are really close to the edge, and I do not like that. And I'll have to go check on the person we beat up. Prioritize roping yak. Yep. I'm trying to get them all out of here, because the closer they are to the bottom, worse of a problem it is. It might just wander off is what I'm saying. Whereas if I can grab them, and grab these motherfuckers, get them away from the bottom of the map, then the other ones can wait. Can you fucking pull up? There you go. I think those ones are all the closest to the bottom. And probably you, I think, is not pulled up. There we go. Alright. The rest of them should mostly get brought in, I hope. I don't know how many she's got on her list. Don't go unloading it. Is that all you're gonna do? Maybe. Alright. You've got, like, ducks and shit. I mean, female ducks would give us eggs. I don't think we ended up... We have chickens here for some reason. So get your ducks. I don't need your alpaca. I have got starving animals. I could keep... I think these give me fur, but not milk. And I do want to keep some of the yaks here. The horses will get us back pretty fast. I'd be probably better off just slaughtering the animals for their meats. You got components. I don't have a lot of stuff to trade for, but I do have fur. I do have a heart up here for some fucking reason. That's something I sent. I've got a whole bunch of these which I need to find on my map for some reason. I don't need that. I've got a board. I've got a lot of those, to be fair. And these are just currency. This is where I can actually spend money. I was going to keep them, and it was going to help with the rooms and stuff, but I'd be better off to sell it and get them happy. Like that. I'll do it. Alright. Well, that will help. As long as they don't unload anything until they bring it in, we might have a chance. I just don't have a lot in the way of storage. I need them to be able to finish this. I need them to be able to finish a lot of the walls and stuff. Yeah. There's so much to fucking build up here. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Oh yeah, after fucking dinner out, by the way, we pretty much like came home. We were gonna watch a movie. No idea what we were gonna watch, but we were gonna watch a movie, and we ended up just so fucking tired. Ended up just going to sleep. Mind you, by this point in the night, it was like 11:30, so I hadn't slept since Friday. So I was getting pretty fucking tired. But yeah, I definitely consider it a really nice day. I knew I was going out to the I don't know if I got a spot to move that to. I knew I was going out to the bakery. I knew that much. The rest of it, no. I had no clue. Like I said, I knew that I was getting at least the Book of Lorith, but I didn't know about the like box set and stuff. So that was a surprise. I'm just glad you had a proper happy birthday. Yeah, no, I actually woke up on Sunday and thought I had dreamt it. I was talking about this a bit yesterday. I actually thought it didn't happen because I have really good dreams, and I thought that it had to have been a dream. That's how far from like having birthdays and stuff and like nice things happening and stuff my life is. So I actually it took me to actually going into like the kitchen and seeing like the leftover Korean food in the fridge from dinner that it reminded me that it was actually real. Like I'd taken photos all day because I knew that like I wouldn't believe it the next day anyway. But like I actually woke up genuinely believing that it hadn't happened and that nothing had happened. Um, so yeah, that in itself is like a little bit probably sad and probably a bit fucked up and stuff, but it was nice. If it wasn't for like the leftovers in the fridge, I probably would have like maybe looked at my phone, but it wouldn't have felt real in a way. So yeah, that was nice. The other thing too is the last time I had celebrated my birthday was my 30th. And as you guys know, like that wasn't really great. And I got food poisoning and it was kind of abysmal kind of thing. So, uh, yeah, it was kind of like previously my track record was about every 7 years I get to celebrate my birthday. It seems this like earlier it was like 6 years because 36. So I was really glad that like I did get to celebrate it. I got to celebrate it like a whole year sooner than I was expecting to, and that it was so good that I could have probably mistaken it for like a legitimate dream. Um, and yeah, I don't know. It was really overwhelming in a lot of different ways. Oh, here we go. Here's our raid. They're landing. All right. Well, one thing that I really appreciate has happened from my prepare carefully coming back on is I can equip everybody. The only problem is I did pull up all my turrets, so that's a fucking problem. Yeah, all my turrets are currently in storage, so whoever lands is going to be in a battle. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It was really quite nice. I appreciate that. Nick went through the effort and stuff. Not that like the effort side of it, but that we could, that he tried to make it so. I think it was also a thing that like I was getting to a point where it was just sad whenever my birthday was coming around that I was like, I can never celebrate. Like, even if I want to do something, I can't celebrate. Like, that kind of thing. So, even something simple like that, like, even just like getting the gift and stuff would have been fine. The funniest thing is, like, the cats love the packaging that it came in. I saved it over number one. The cats love the fucking packaging. So, like, as soon as I opened the box set, it had like this bag thing that it came in, and I put it down beside the box while I was looking at it. And Phoenix like jumped up onto bed and immediately just like stepped into it, like stepped his whole body into it. Oh, that's a big raid. And like basically, I think he did like a circle or a somersault. I'm not fucking sure, but he literally turned himself around pretty solidly That's 29 people. This is going to be nuts. Yeah, he turned himself around and kind of flipped. And yeah, he freaked himself out and kind of like went like running. And then Azula came up and she noticed the bag and she had to get into it. So that was really exciting for her too. So that's a shame I couldn't play with you on Friday. I really wanted to. It's all right. Like I said, I really didn't expect you to like jump in and like join and stuff. Supposedly my cousin was going to surprise me by jumping into the game and he ended up falling asleep. I did say from the very beginning that like I pretty much did not expect like everybody who had an invite was welcome to jump in and join, but I wasn't expecting anybody to. Like if you could and you wanted to, that was fine. Sorry. But yeah, I kind of figured, yeah, I wasn't expecting everybody to hop in. As a streamer, one of the things I have learned is extending an invitation to people. It's better to expect nobody to turn up and to stream as if nobody's coming. And if somebody turns up, that's great. Than to expect and hope everybody will turn up and end up being left kind of like blubbering on, hoping that any minute now they'll be here, kind of thing, you know. Yeah, it's a learning curve I've kind of got, at least over the last year or so. I sleep rude. The dude wakes up at like, well, he starts work at 6 a.m., I should say. So I don't blame him. It's part of why he can never normally play the game, because he's one of the people that normally hop on the server, but he hasn't been able to do it since he's taken his new job. Literally about the same time as I started streaming, he started his new job that starts really, really early. So he has not been able to play. You have a fucking Doom launcher. We need to kill you. You lot kill him. What the hell am I looking at? You're looking at Qulin with a raid and the textures aren't working. Like the 1.5 update kind of broke some things. So that's what you're looking at the moment. I have another location as well. I'm also just trying to figure out if I want to take any of these. Fucking hell. I saw a cat for a second there and I nearly just like shat. Like, it's the wrong way around, because I had fucking Bombay walk in 5 fucking times when I was testing my maps and I haven't seen him since, which is really annoying. But I saw a cat and I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. That would have been a literal table flip moment if you had have joined stream as I got raided by your character. I would have just, that would have been it. There's no more luck in life after doing something like that. It's a perfect opportunity for welcome to Rice Fields, motherfucker. What the fuck? No, don't go with that. I broke the texture, never seen that happen to anyone. Yeah, welcome to my base. So we don't have dirt, we don't have blocks, we don't have carpet. None of that shit. No, don't get that here. However, if we go visit my other base, as soon as you move off it, oh, by the way, if I click off everything, my interface fucks off. So if I zoom out far enough, all my animals turn into white blobs. If I zoom back in, there's a happy little sweet spot where they're both blobs, and there you go. Blobs and animals. So I got a few things wrong, and until like, also these things keep getting stuck here. If I open up my interface and I click on a person and I look at their bio and then I click off them, that also stays there. So that's why we're moving. That's why I have this place, and that's why we're moving. So yeah, lots of reasons. Anyone's save file. Yeah, look, I've got some real interesting things, and I also still don't have one of my mods. I've only got the 6 and 2 of the what do you call it, the ones that make shit work, Harmony and Hugslip, right? But only the animals, wild animals reproduce one, the only one that's not still working. Waiting for it to update. And the fact that your save file is very old, it makes sense that some things went wrong. See, that's what I was thinking. I've also come to a realization that I don't think a lot of people that play RimWorld kind of have colonies that last more than kind of like usually longer than a sitting or a week from what I've seen. So my colony is kind of unusual in multiple different ways. I probably because stretching RimWorld capabilities, it seems. So that's also a thing. Well, the other thing too is I do plan on taking more people now that I have so many that have died. I think this is the only motherfucker I really want to kill. I haven't seen anybody else I want to take. You guys landed on the wrong fucking side of my base. Just need to check. Somebody else up here has got a doomsday rocket. What the fuck is that? Biphone popper. Somebody's got grenades. Who's got the grenades on this section? Some in the way. Let's see. You. That's the one that's gonna die is grey. No, not that. Not the whole group. Just this lot. Actually, I got zappy thingies. Hold up. Hold on. I can take people. I got a prison thing. Yes. I don't know about making this all medical stuff. You guys are currently in there. I have a lot of rooms in my base, if you guys didn't notice. So, previously we killed a whole bunch of people, but I wonder how many shock lancers I've got. I greatly like the idea of taking a whole bunch of prisoners, but not you. I think somebody in here had really great stats. I saw it before. Ain't you? None of them. Ironhead's got good crafting. Cat, Olivia. I don't want to take everybody, but I do want a chance. Take a couple of decent ones. I let a lot of people die. I want none of you lot. I thought one person in here was really good. The 13 on a shooting. You're a 14 on a shooting. Maybe not. Oh, might have been you. Super immune hard work body modder. You are a body modder though, so you're gonna have a bitch non-stop. Alright, turns out we don't need the prison. No, don't take those ones. Take these ones away. It's fine. These ones can go back to being medical. As I just finished saving Seed Arcs and Frostpunk on hard difficulty. Jesus. The Seed Arcs. I've seen like a little bit of the play with Mirthless playing and stuff, but I don't fully get the game. As in, like, I haven't like spent a lot of time playing it and stuff to know enough. You lot here though. You could attack him. Alright. I think we're pretty much ready to go. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully not everybody dies. This Frostpunk's a lot of fun. Yeah. The thing is, like, it's one of those things where I just don't know, like, the basic requirements. Bora died. Alright. We'll keep going with this. Is there a chance you guys could not bunch up? Because I feel like that whole lot's dead. Let's say undraft yous, because I feel like you'll probably fuck off a whole bunch. Nah, screw it. Let's go nuts on you. You who has... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, it waits a second. Poor Jackal. Is that going to detonate? There we go. Nitro, I'm pretty sure, is one of the first people I took in on this map. The city builder survivalist, best explanation for this game. Oh, no. I know the game. Ocelot, not too many. I know the game. I've watched Mirthless play the crap out of it. It's just that when it comes to something like, for instance, as you say, saving the Seed Arcs on hard difficulty, for me, I don't really have, like, a point of reference for that. Because, like, I don't really know, like, even though I was watching Mirthless play it, I don't really remember what difficulties he was playing it on and, like, what circumstances and stuff in the games. Like, I don't have any of those reference points for it. So I understand that if you're saying it's on hard difficulty and stuff, I'm like, that's awesome. You've obviously played the game difficult and stuff, but I don't kind of have a marker to kind of like put it around kind of thing. Also, I did notice that only occasionally did the game take a while to load, and it hasn't been for a while. Like, obviously earlier tonight it did it once, but before that I haven't seen it since this first update. So I'll see how it goes. There's one of the scenarios about saving the seed arcs, which evolves the seedlings that become the foundation for surviving humanity after a sudden global cold snap will pass. Hmm. Yeah, see, I can kind of understand that because I know about like seed vaults and shit. So if you're saving the seed arcs, so the seed arcs are the seed vaults, basically. Got it. The food foundation. Yeah. Yeah, see, that kind of thing makes more sense to me. Um, and then like saving it and like using it after like the global cold snap and